And we're out here every day. I'm an outreach specialist in St. Clair and Madison counties, just telling people it's okay to not be okay. It's part of the human experience.
Well, and that's what we talk about with Centerstone on the Daily Show, Monday through Friday. We talk about it twice a month, because the more we can talk about it and realize it's okay to not be okay, we can really start to hopefully prevent some of those, maybe scarier situations from occurring, because we can tackle that anxiety a little bit earlier and realize there's something going on and let's fix it.
It's normalizing it before it gets to a crisis.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And with NAMI, you've been there since January, and take me through your last 7 months, the experience you've had.
So I have lived experience. I actually just graduated from the CRSS program at SIUE. So I lived a year of my life recently, within the last 5 years. Completely agoraphobic. I had so many panic attacks that I wouldn't leave my house. I've lived with anxiety, OCD, depression my whole life, but my dad passed away suddenly, and it just triggered something that set off this crisis chain of events for me. So I switched what I was doing in my career, and it's been interesting for me the last 6 months. Sometimes when I'm talking to people, they are like, "Ooh, that's uncomfortable." Right. Like, you're telling your story. Yeah, I am, and it is a little uncomfortable, but I'm doing it with a purpose, right? So that other people are like, "Hey, it might be okay for me to say, I haven't been feeling so good lately," and kind of break that barrier down. So I love what I'm doing. I try to connect people to our free support groups, to our free classes. There's just a lot that NAMI offers that people don't know about, even on-demand free classes that are online.
Oh, wow.
So
and how do we find out more information on those?
So you go to NAMISWI.org. It's NAMISWI.org. And all of the information is there. So we have some really cool things like NAMI Homefront is for people who are either in the military themselves, they're a veteran, or they're a family member of, and it's an on-demand class that you take at your own pace, totally free, and it teaches you just how to live with things, like how do you help your PTSD or things like that. NAMI Basics is a class you can take online for free, so a lot of cool things.
Well, and honestly, it's great for the public to know about that and realize that there's still so much more to unlock through great organizations like your guys' too.
Yeah, and we love to be parts of events like these here today, because there are so many organizations doing great things. It's just people don't know about them. They don't know how to access the resources.
Well, and honestly, that's what when we talk with Centerstone and we talk about mental health awareness and things like that, I just wish that there was a way for the county, or ways for there to be a collective pull to put some money into and say, let's just advertise all of these, because they really do. Everyone might go, man, there's nothing out there that can truly help, and it's not that there isn't, it's just that they haven't found it yet.
There is, and they can reach out to us anytime, or go to our website, and we will help you find those resources.
Well, and now you guys have an upcoming walk, right?
We do. So every year our biggest fundraiser is our Walk for Mental Health Awareness. It's coming up on September 20th, and it's in Moody Park in Fairview Heights. We would welcome everyone to come out. It's $25 for a ticket or $5 for kids. Going to be a ton of fun. There's also a picnic lunch, attendance prizes, all kinds of fun things.
What's that scavenger hunt all about?
Oh, that's for little kiddos.
Oh, man.
So they can run around the park and find different things, and then there's prizes for them. We're tie-dyeing t-shirts. We have an auction and a raffle. We have some cool places that are going to be there. Do More Good Coffee is going to be there as well with their craft lemonades. We're excited about that. So yeah, you just go to our website at NAMISWI.org. You can buy tickets there. All the information is there. And we're hoping to have a really great crowd this year.
And check-ins at 9:30 a.m. and then start time at 10 as well.
Correct. And if you don't want to walk, or if you can't walk, totally fine. You can hang out with us, and we have a coloring table. You can tie-dye t-shirts. There's lots of other things to keep you busy that day.
Well, it's great for the families out there to know there's something else to do, and something that the kids can gain something out of as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We have NAMI National did a coloring book called My Little Monster to talk about just mental health and emotions and feelings for kids. So we'll have free coloring books, and there's a lot of great things that come with the $25 for a walk ticket.
Well, when someone comes in the doors today, until 4 o'clock, what do you hope they gain the most out of when they're talking with you and learning about NAMI?
really just to know who we are. I mean, number one, people don't know who we are. That's the biggest hurdle that I come across on a weekly basis. And so I just explained to them that we're a national organization. You know, we've been in this area since the 80s. And here's what we do. We have free support groups, and we have free classes, and we have free education. People are shocked to know that it exists.
Well, and I think having lived experience whenever you're working with folks and you're talking with individuals is really important when it comes to the connection that NAMI and that potential individual could have. Do you think that too? Do you think it helps?
Yeah, even just earlier today, people are sometimes hesitant to come up to me and talk. And I said, you know, I'm someone who has lived experience. I changed my life, and my career now is because of my lived experience. And they kind of hesitated, and I said, I lived a year agoraphobic, which means I didn't leave my house. I struggle with panic attacks and anxiety, and you know, being in recovery just means I know how to deal with it better now. And then the one gentleman said, oh my gosh, I have terrible anxiety too. So it is that when you open up and you say, listen, I've lived with it, I get it, there is recovery, people are more apt to say, me too.
You know, if it's okay for me to ask you, your breakthrough moment whenever you were going through that, 1 year battle, would you have that one defining moment that you remember?
Yeah. So there was a 6-week period where I didn't leave my closet. I was so afraid to even get up and walk because anytime my heart rate would get up, it would trigger a panic attack, which is pretty common for people with panic disorder. So I had actually called EMS because my panic attacks wouldn't stop, and I just felt like, oh my gosh, I'm having a heart attack. And I had gained a lot of weight. I was really unhealthy. And the paramedic sat on the floor next to my closet, and I said, I'm just so afraid to die. And he was like, okay, can I give you some advice that you might not like? If you stay here in this state, you are going to die because you're not moving, you're not eating healthy. You are, you cannot live a healthy life in your closet. So choose your hard. It's going to be hard to get out of the closet, or it's going to be really hard to continue to live here. Which one do you want? And that was kind of that choose your hard when he said that to me. And he's like, you will, you're heading towards death anyways. So I don't know what you're afraid of. Your heart's not going to explode. You've had a checkup, because I did have a checkup, which we always say if you have panic disorder, get everything checked out first. And that was my aha moment. He's right.
Right.
He's right. It's going to be hard, but I have to pick the alternative hard and get up and start moving again.
Well, congratulations, seriously, on overcoming that, and then now with the work you're doing, NAMI. It's really important, and thanks for joining us today to fill us in more about it.
Thank you. Thank you for having us, and we hope that you'll come out to our walk, or at least check out our website.
That's at Moody Park in Fairview Heights, correct? And that's on September the 20th. Registration at 9:30. You can start walking at 10. You can find out more by going to NAMI, SWIL.
So it's NAMISWI.org. Yep.
Dang it.
That's okay.
And we'll link everything in an article on RiverBender.com. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you as well.
We'll come back with more after this.